as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
Okay, ready?
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And it looks like they're good in about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready. Black, ready?
Love out of the shotgun. That's him on the quick hitter. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Red, 38. Ready?
Shotgun now for Love. Complete beyond the marker. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
45, 10.
Going to run again with Jacobs. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
52 blue.
Empty backfield now, running back motions out left.
Ready.
Love now on 1st and 10. Quick slant, that's Williams. He gets loose down the right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock. And I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor. But you go out and score, touchdown on the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for an Eagles first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. From the pistol, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
No touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Headed right through the middle of the field. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles start off well, tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Set, ready, cut.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Escapes the defender. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Come on, set, check, smash. Blue 32.
One of the tight ends motions right.
Cut.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Down. 10 black. Cut.
Love from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Handoff here to Jacobs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Ready. 60 reps.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have second down behind the sticks. Here's Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be third and long. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Here we go, set.
And motion him out of the backfield left.
Set.
Throwing his Love on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the score remains knotted 7-0.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Great. Go Silver, right?
Hurts. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
See, that was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. He's got the 1st down before they can make the tackle. So let's see what this penalty flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up after that penalty. This is 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
He didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Man in motion here.
52. Set.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Check, smash. Ready, ready. Black, strike. Check, strike. Hut, hut.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
50 red. Hut, hut.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Looking for his back, but it will not find it. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready,
No
ready.
connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set. Black, 95. Ready.
I'll air it out on 3rd. It's his running back. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Ready.
They're going to go. It's Love. It's on target to Williams. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue check. Yellow, 43. Cut.
This is Jacobs running left. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
Why the defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Set, hut. Ready.
Handoff running right, Jacobs. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Let's go. 10 black. Trouble, 38.
Reed now in motion left.
Set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get some late points and the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. On the return, here's Jarrett. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And the Packers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Decent game here, but short of the first. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
22 needle. Set, ready. 60 red. 60 red.
They kick the running back in motion.
Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
63.
Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. This will be caught by Watkins. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
First down throwing for Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Hurts now from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. And again, here's Hurts. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts yet again.
At the Packers' 48-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Geesh, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Hurts throwing again. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. A 49-yarder in front of them here. Piniero's kick is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. Has his man. That's their rookie from Oregon. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on to the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36.
Now Hurts. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st down.
This might be a free play for him. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. Racing down the left side. This play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's Hurts once again. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 1-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming in at halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he be somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Set. Block. Set.
To the air with Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Ready. 52 set.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That's another Packers 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the
On the double.
Packers 1st down.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Punt.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
You know, we love to talk about corners. Those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Down. Red. 38. Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. This one to Williams out left side. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go.
We send a man in motion.
60. Ready.
Give here to the motion man. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. After the play, somebody is shaken up, and it is not somebody they want to lose. That's Jaden Reed receiving the assistance.
Got it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Set. Huh?
Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. One. Ready.
Throwing again. Love. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. Now this is picked up inside the 35. Has a hole left, room to run. Into the red zone. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach Bader. A shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got blocked that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, you're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
Looking to tack on 2 more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's going to get in. The try is good. Their lead stretches to 6. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I could still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
22 middle. Set, punt. Black, 95.
Motioning left is their running back.
Set.
Thrown on 1st down. Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Best defensive ends in the NFL. They don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move. They're into the backfield blowing it up.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here. 2nd and 19.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
Love out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
On the ready.
The Eagles into the nickel. 3rd down coming.
Ready.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left.
Set.
3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's the Packers with it and trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy.
On the set.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. 43 rail. Cut.
Now Love on the play fake. Kraft has it. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Smash. Ready. Check 2.
Putting a receiver in motion. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And a nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut.
On second down, Jacobs. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Hey.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Ready.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down over. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up.
Set. Ready.
They'll run. Jacobs. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets some more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Let's go now. Ready.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers come through to tie it in the 4th. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2.
Cycle. Come on, set.
Packers will set up for the
10 black.
two-point conversion.
Set.
They're going to try and throw it here. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. All right, they got the job done. 2-point conversion successful. And as a result, a 2-point lead for them in this second half.
Yeah, the biggest deal right there, it really didn't matter if they kicked the PAT or went for 2 and ultimately got it. The most important part was breaking the tie. And I'll tell you what else it does, Kate. It really starts to mess with that opponent's chart over there. Everyone has them going into the game. When do I go for 1? When do I go for 2? Yeah, this coach just sped up that entire process with that decision.
On the return, here's Jarrett. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Dude, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. Watch his back. Here's Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles trail by a couple. Packers going with a dime set to get this third down stop.
Great.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
7-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Had to force it on fourth, and it's intercepted. And the Packers make the play that should win them this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set, ready.
Running right. Here's Jacob. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Ready?
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A 42-yard attempt.
This one's not looking good, and it won't be. Short and too far left. And their lead will remain unchanged in the fourth.
That's his third strike, but they're not out of this thing yet, Kate. They still have a great chance to win it, but you know and I know. And it's a cruel business when it comes to being a kicker in this league. They will bring in other kickers on the off day. That's what happens when you miss this many kicks. They'll bring him in for a workout, and this kicker's got to hope that his job is to block.
He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And now it's second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Back to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10 now from the 46. They'll look to throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Barkley's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Great.
Throwing now. Pass complete to Goddard. He got out of bounds after a small gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. It's Hurts once again. Yet another grab for Goddard. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. On first down, Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop that clock. So they can still win it with a field goal or a touchdown, Brock. It's going to be second down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And again, here's Hurts. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hut.
Love now off the play action. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. And now they call the timeout. Oh, Brock, what a play to get him into range. And now they can win it all as time expires. This game now resting on the attempt from Eddie Pinheiro. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This one from an even 40 yards out. His kick is drifting, and it's no good. Just couldn't get it inside of that left upright. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
That's got to be the loudest cheer we've heard here since their team ran out of the tunnel before the game. That kick, the last gasp effort for their opponents. Well, now the fans officially know with the kneel down, they can start celebrating.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Here's a design run. Hurts. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say